I met her today. I follow her on Instagram, and as good as she is on Instagram, she is good in real life. Thank you for being who you are.
Hey girl, hey. I said, hey girl, hey. So before I get into my poem, I want to give you guys a little bit of a backstory. My name is El Brianna, and I have been curating vibes since 2007, meaning I'm a party promoter. I've also done blogging and vlogging as of 2016 when I was coming out of a depression that I have been in since I was 7 years old. And people wonder, how have you been depressed since you were 7 years old? And I had young parents, volatile relationship, and nonetheless, I knew that they did love me. But those do affect children, right? Going back to after that, my mother became a single mother as well. My father was murdered when I was 12 brutally. I went through overeating because it was my coping mechanism. When you go from overeating, you become this voluptuous young girl, and people are looking at you and they're down talking you. They think that you're fast, or they thinking that you want somebody to look at you, but I'm just shapely. I don't know what's going on. So with that, I became severely depressed with my weight and my image, and super just emotional and just body shaming myself. And it wasn't just within me, it was with family and friends as well. And people would say, oh, we want you to be healthy, when really I wasn't giving the image that you were looking for, right? And this went on until I was 25 years old. I got into a relationship that didn't serve any purpose because I didn't think I was enough. And for a very long time, I sat in that depression with days I couldn't get up and bathe or get out of my bed. People look at me today with confidence, I exude and say, that was you. Definitely it was me. I didn't like myself. I wasn't the person that you wanted to come to the party. It was like, damn, she here, I want this bitch to go home. Because my attitude was just negative and my spirit was just dark. And I woke up one day and I said, I no longer want to live like this. I don't like myself anymore. And the test was my grandfather passing away. He raised me. And I said, I prayed for strength every day. And God said, I'm going to show you what strength is. I'm going to take away your first love, your everything. And I didn't cry, I didn't get upset, and I buried my grandfather, and I did everything I could to be there for my family at a time where I wasn't the strong one in the family, right? And that's when I started the Elmatic View. And I get emotional because it's just, this is so full circle for me in a way of, but God, despite, in spite, I am here and I'm able to say I'm confident and I love myself despite the stretch mark, despite the cellulite, despite what everybody think is hip now, it wasn't hip then. And I still found a way to love on myself. And I'm not always positive, but I try to be positive. I try to speak life and love into people. And I try to always just be that person that someone can listen to and lean on. There's been times where I couldn't show up for my family and friends. Again, I couldn't get out of my bed. I've lost jobs. And now I'm at the point in my life where I got every job in the world. I sell furs, I throw parties, I staff. Whatever you want me to do, call me. I'm writing a book, I'm writing a script. I'm acting, I'm doing everything I ever wanted to do in my life, and it's just like, I get tired, but God gets me up every single day with stride and tell me, you can do it, you are blessed, you are talented, you are gifted, and I'm here today to be a walking testimony that you can be anything in this world you want to be. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you are not enough or you're not good enough, because you are designed perfectly for yourself. And the person that's for you as well. Nothing about love will beat you down, make you feel like you aren't good enough, or it's verbally or mentally abusive, physically abusive, none of those things. And I prayed and manifested for a healthy relationship with an amazing black man, and I gained 25 pounds. and that happy weight got me pissed off, but it's crazy how I was able to write something I'm going to share with you guys today that, again, we still struggle with confidence. It doesn't mean that my self-esteem is low. I definitely know my worth, but it just may be an insecurity that I'm battling, and that's okay, and I'm going to get through that, right? So I started writing poetry when my father was murdered because I felt like I didn't have a voice, and that's why I call myself the voice for the voiceless, or the voice for the streets, because a lot of times we feel silenced and we feel like we are heard. And just know that if nobody sees you, El sees you, and El feels you, and El knows you. And when you see me, hug me, love me, embrace me, I'm doing the same thing for you. With that being said, she was beauty. Olive skin representing the sins of her forefathers with lynches in their dens. She was beauty. Breast pair shaped with the same defined lines, her hips and waist shared. She was beauty. Waist with an arch of Noah. She was beauty. Peach lips of crescent roll that spit fire, only a bigot should know. She was beauty. Small freckles placed her face with a depiction of her mother's. Nose that admired her father. She was beauty. thighs and hips that can bear and save lives. She was beauty, but she didn't see it though. Instagram said she was thick but heavy though. She was beauty, but she didn't see it though. Those divine lines were beauty marks. And she was beauty, but she didn't see it though. Her feet were large, but as large as her heart. She was beauty. Her mind was far more brilliant than her body or face could represent a picture perfect content. She was beauty. Her face very fearless. Her hands were triumph. Her smile was a release of pain. Her voice spoke for the voiceless. She was beauty. Thank you, ladies.